to bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Thfc Till I Die, your home of Tottenham past, present, and an exciting future on a crazy, crazy day for football, with the European courts of justice coming out saying that FIFA and UEFA have no justification to stop any team joining the Super League. Is the Super League coming back? Is it gonna wear its ugly head again? I think it is. To be fair, I think it is. And look, I've got all the sort of ins and outs of it. I got how it's going to work. I got a little bit of Tottenham transfer news as well, and we've got all the injury news and our predicted lineup and our predicted subs bench for the Everton game as well. So we've got quite a lot to get through the next hour. PHILLIP is joining me. He's running a wee tad late, so he is going to join me for this stream. But big up to everyone, less who's in the chat. If you can, please hit the like button, subscription button, and also if you can pick up a membership as well and send in a super chat or a super sticker. It does help the channel. It helps us grow. Right, let's get into it. Right, oh, here he is. Here's Mr. Brady, waiting for him to come in. Let's see now. Gives me the thumbs up. Is he ready? Thumbs up. Is he going to give me the thumbs up? You ready? Yeah, he's ready. Look at him. Yeah. Look at him, very smartly dressed. He's been in the European Courts of Justice all day fighting for the Premier League, and he's just got back to Leitrim now.
Just one thing to get me earpieces. Be back in one sec.
Yeah. You left him in Brussels, did you, PHILLIP?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. Brussels sprouts. Anyway, let's see who's in the chat. We've got Tequila 316. Thanos is my father. Yeah, big. Look, Tequila. I play that intro because I like it as well. It gives me everything I love. Football, Marvel into one intro. I just love it, and I do like the outro, but I just love the intro. Something about Thanos and Bradley speaking about Spurs under previous managers, and seeing Ange bringing us out of that hellhole we were in. So that's why I like it as well. It's a good intro. I like it. We've got Boo Super League. Boo. Exactly. Matthew, we need to talk about this. My days. Yeah, we are going to talk about it. The show's totally changed. Me and Philip are going to start our watch alongs tonight. Philip will be starting it, and I'm going to jump on. I'm going to jump on as well to join him. So yeah, we're going to talk more about it in the watch along tonight. We've got Tequila. Hello, Matthew. We've got Matthew. What do you want, Perez, man? You have everything. This guy, I'm now hating him. Yeah, I think Philip is too. Greed never ends, mate. Yeah, it doesn't. We've got Elvis.
What are we talking about? Perez, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the Super League. Philip, look, I actually watched when I got home from lunch with my father-in-law today, and I was watching something on YouTube about how it's going to run in that. Look, I've got my own views in it. I do not like it at all. The thing is, Madrid and Barcelona fans are supporting this. Every single other fan base is against this. Dragon D Nuts. Big up Dragon D Nuts. Apparently, it'd been made illegal for English teams to join the Super League. Philip, I want to ask you a question on that, because I know you put in the Hotspur group chat about the English government. But I want to ask you a question on that. Yeah, Thanos pumps us up. Yeah, he does. Howdy, Tequila. We've got Tequila saying hello to Dragon D Nuts. We've got Daniela. Good afternoon, cause. Apparently, do you care for Everton is a doubt. They got many injury concerns ahead of the game on Saturday. Also, have you heard Madison is starting training tomorrow? Apparently, yeah, I have, guys. He is starting training tomorrow. We've got Ian S as well. Afternoon, everyone. Afternoon, Ian, and everyone saying hello, hello, and hello. Mr. Brady is back. It's rearing its ugly head again. Look, let's start at the very beginning. I got a message at about on WhatsApp this morning about what time is it now? At about 9:25 this morning, Philip. And it read, the European Court of Justice has ruled UEFA and FIFA rules banning clubs from joining breakaway competitions like the European Super League are unlawful. So I'll give our source a call to get more information on it. And then he put Super League games Super League will show all games for free. So that's sort of a stick your two fingers up to Sky and TNT and everything like that. Then, of course, Philip, the European Court of Justice released their judgment in full. Then we got the Premier League statement come out today. I have got it all down. I reread it. Basically, they're rejecting any such concept. You got UEFA also saying as well, Philip. This is UEFA president. UEFA president said they wouldn't attempt to stop plans. So we've got that. Where do you want to start? This is crazy. Are we? Look, one team has come out. Man United have come out already and said we don't want nothing to do with it. We do not want nothing to do with it at all. They're the one Premier League team.
Do the same.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to start here, Philip. Right. Look, I want to ask you this question. I don't want to get into Super League in the whole. Will Levy make the same mistake again? Will US owners like Man United and Liverpool join the Super League? Now, we know Man United have ruled themselves out. Where are you standing on this, Philip? But look, just on this question first, do we need a statement from Tottenham tonight? We have no intention of joining the Super League. Because
it'd be helpful.
Silence is very deafening.
It would be helpful. No, okay, Man United have come out quickly and said it, which is great. Like this thing. Okay, Barcelona and Real Madrid say they want it. Right, let them play each other every week. Then see how fed up they get with a two-team league. And this thing about games being played free to air. Who's financing it? Has that question been answered? You cannot play games like that without relying on TV money or some sort of sponsorship.
I think it's been banked.
Is this where the Saudis are coming in? This is where the Saudis are coming in?
I think so, Philip. I think it's been half banked by an American finance company, Morgan and whatever. Yeah. They were involved in it the first time round. And the Saudi are coming in behind this. They're
Saudis are in there somewhere, definitely somewhere. But the thing about this, King Charles in his speech there, whenever he opening a parliament, whenever it was, he said that there would be a bill being brought forward that would prevent English Premier League teams from joining the Super League.
Yeah. Now,
right?
how
Which
long
I
does
totally
that?
agree with.
Yeah, I agree. But how long will look? They're going off for Christmas now, Philip.
Yeah.
Right. How long would it would take a long time to get through Parliament. You know that as well as I do. They have to go through committees. It has to go through the House of Lords, and then it has to go through the House of Commons, and then look is football in a mess, Philip? Because tonight, I don't know. I'm fearful of turning on Sky Sports News, or we're coming back later to do the Brighton game and coming on and saying Tottenham have joined the Super League.
No, that won't happen, though. That's never going to happen. Not a chance.
But we
First
never
of all,
thought it would happen
the
the
FA
last
have to.
time,
No, hold on.
Philip.
Let me say something there. The FA have got to come out and say, right, any team that's thinking of joining the Super League, we will deduct you 30 points, which will almost mean certain relegation. They need to come tough. It's okay, individual teams making this declaration, we're not interested. The FA have to come out and say, listen, lads, you go for this and you can forget about us. You're going to be relegated, and that's the end of the story. That's what needs to be done. Then let the clubs come out and say they're not interested.
Right. I think they should be chucked out the Premier League. Forget the 30
It will
points.
be on the first. A 30-point deduction would relegate most teams. You think about it.
Philip, but you 30 points say look, for me, just chuck them out the Premier League. Forget 30 points. Just chuck them straight
whatever. Whatever you got to be careful. Whatever punishment they want to come out with, it's going to be challenged in the courts anyway. You can be sure of that.
Yeah.
So come out with something that's reasonable and will avoid court cases. But I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And also another thing that's going to complicate it is that Great Britain is no longer part of the European community. So they are not bound by European law. They don't have to adhere to whatever that court came out with this morning. So they don't agree that it's illegal.
Yeah. Now, look, I'm playing a bit of devil's advocate here, Philip, right? I agree with everything you say, by the way. Totally behind it. I don't want the Super League. I absolutely think it's a no-goer, and this is going to rumble and rumble, believe me. But look, devil's advocate, let's spin it, right? Let's spin the coin. And we're Tottenham, and you're Levy, and I'm, say, part of you. I'm your second in command, right? And the Saudi Arabians come on and say, right, we're willing to give you whatever it is, 400 or 500 million for each season you're in the Super League. Yeah. Now, put aside, Philip, what we've just discussed and what we will discuss. Put yourselves in Nevy's shoes. If somebody came to you and said, right, Philip, I'm going to offer you 500 million every year to be in this tournament or whatever it is. That's just a figure. Will money then become too hard to turn down for clubs that need that money? That extra 500 million. Do you know what I'm getting at? Are they going to catch them one way? Do you know? Are clubs going to say, hang on a minute here. I need this money.
It's a hard one to answer that. I mean, okay, money talks. We know that money talks, but I don't think Spurs can run the risk, whatever, if it was 10 billion they offer them, of alienating themselves to the other clubs that will not take the poison chalice, if you like, and join the club. I think Levy's got no option but to turn down whatever is offered, because let's face it, Spurs' long-term prospects are in the Premier League and tried and tested, best league in the world. Why would he risk going into a league which may or may not survive more than 2 or 3 seasons, right? Remember the Kerry Packer cricket thing back in the 70s? That was the greatest things ever. Look what that led to. So, okay, say Spurs do join the Super League 2 or 3 years down the road. The backers decide, hang on, we're not making any money out of this. Not enough good teams joined. We're going to pull the plug. And the Spurs are left. Where do we go play? The South East Counties League? Because the Premiership won't have us back. So it's a huge risk for Daniel Levy not to say, come out tonight and say, listen, lads, thanks, but no thanks. We're staying where we are.
Should he have come out already and put a statement out?
Oh, no. I mean, in all fairness, it's only 5 hours, 6 hours since the thing came out. And only one club has done it so far. So hopefully it will come. But just don't leave it. Don't be the last one to do it, Daniel, like you were the last time round when you actually didn't do anything. You said nothing.
Yeah. We've got Matthew here. UEFA will change their rules now as per reports. They probably will. Daniel Zito, I meant do care the midfielder for
Ducare,
Everton is apparently a doubt.
yeah.
That penalty shootout last night, Philip, was mental. That went on forever. It
I
really
didn't see
did.
it.
I watched highlights
Everton
last
and Fulham.
night, Philip. Yeah, it went on for bloody ever. Everton should have won that. Dermot and Philip, I think the Super League will not happen, but it will happen by Perez and the other parties. UEFA comment on terms. They will change the format and the revenues will be doubled. Yeah.
But you're not saying it'll not happen, Matthew, then you're saying it will happen. You know, what way do you mean that? You know, it either
he
doesn't happen, you know?
He means UEFA will change the format of the Champions League to fit what they're proposing for the
they've changed the Champions League next year to a 36-team league as opposed to 8 groups or 8 groups. So they've done that. I think they've done that in anticipation of that, the result, the journal or the ruling this morning coming out the way it did. UEFA knew this was going to come, and that's why they changed the Champions League for next, in an attempt to make the teams that are already in the Champions League a little bit more amenable to it.
I think what Matthew's saying, they're going to change it to what the Super League is going to format. They might change it again. I mean, you wait for
they've only just changed it for next season as it is, so they're hardly going to do it for next year. But certainly, I think the likes of Barcelona and Real Madrid, will the Spanish league have the balls to throw them out if they decide to go in the Super League? Because who is going to end up? Okay, if say all the Premiership clubs just carte blanche, no, we're not going. Right? German leagues probably do the same. What are they going to end up playing a Super League with teams from Slovenia and Czechoslovakia and the Czech Republic and Belarus? Because the main leagues are not going to follow. If the Premiership make a stand and say, listen, lads, no, you'll find other leagues, smaller leagues, will follow suit. So listen, those guys aren't going. We're not going either. Sorry?
Will the Italian leagues go in for this? Serie A.
Are they?
Will they? I'm asking you. Do you think?
I don't know. I hope not. I hope not.
What the word?
I see this Super League. I see it as a 5-minute wonder that will not last, and the damage it could cause to clubs that join it, trying to get back into their own leagues after it's finished, will be absolutely crucial. And the FA would be quite not to allow the teams back in if you leave to go to this league.
Yeah, no. I do agree with you saying, Philip. I just think I'm trying to look at both sides. I'm sorry. I do agree with you saying, but I'm trying to look
I'm looking at to me, there is only one side here. The right side, and that's the right to stay where you are.
Oh, no, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Carl Simpson says, where the hell is Spurs' declaration not wanting the Super League? Daniel, pull your finger out. I'm with Carl on that. He should have come out by now. I know what you're saying. It's only been 5 hours. But United were out within half an hour or an hour straight away.
Yeah.
AOS, as per reports, a private company. Levy, you better not do it. The Keeler says, remember, guys, Levy never came out and never said sorry for the first time. Liverpool and the others did, but not Levy. Levy never said the word. That is very true. That is extremely true. Yeah. I've heard the FA will give a 30-point deduction. Phillips already said that is going to happen. Carl says, we're already in the league. We haven't managed to win. We don't need another one. Loving this debate already, says Daniela. Entertaining it is, sure, big up. Yeah, me and Philip. I love a good debate with Philip. It's like me and Philip are like we're in the Doyle, and we're two opposite parties, and we're going at each other. Do you know questions for? Do you know leaders' questions? Or do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
You look a little bit like Leo. I look nothing like Mary Lou, by the way, but you look a little bit like Leo. There's
put a wig on you, mate.
Or Michael Martin. There's a bit of Michael Martin about you. Anyway, anyone's wondering who I'm talking about. Leo is our Taoiseach, that's another word for Prime Minister, and Michael Martin is our Taoiseach, which is like the Deputy Prime Minister and our Minister for Foreign Affairs. Paul Phil having to be Levy. I know. If Daniel is human, he shouldn't be doing this. Carl says, put it this way, Dermo. I love Spurs, but if they join the Super League, I will no longer support the club.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be in that situation. You know, that's
Philip?
strong.
No, seriously. Would you?
I'd have to seriously consider it. I really am so strong against the Super League. I would have to consider it.
What would rename the channel? Do you know
What?
we have to rename the channel if that's the case.
You can put Tottenham till I died.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the D on the end. No. I mean, I think Levy, if you can't read the temperature of the water here, then we're in trouble. You know, we really are.
Barca and Madrid. Sorry, Philip, go on. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Barca and Madrid only wanted to happen because they're upset with Premier League money. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
We all knew that once this was knocked on the head the first time around, it wasn't gone away. It would come back in.
Yeah.
And that's why they've been running to the European court to try and get a ruling on. Now they've got us. I just see a comment coming up there from Colin that some of the Italian clubs are starting to accept it.
I'm getting down to that now. I think Levy will follow the money wherever that needs. Carl's saying they are talking about not changing the Champions League and scrapping them and keeping it the same. I don't know.
Very late to do that.
Colin
really,
says
isn't it?
a lot of teams have already stated they will not be joining. Italy's broke their will. Carl says just Juventus, I reckon, out of Italy. Napoli have accepted. So there's one team accepted. Let's plug some stuff. He's plugging channels. Big up, get over there too. So he's saying Real Sociedad, Atletico Madrid, Manchester United, Bayern, Dortmund, and a few clubs have said no.
Good.
Look, maybe it's going to be interesting, Philip.
It is. I think Levy has to get his finger out early this time.
And and Roma. Have Roma said yes or no, Colin?
Said yes or no.
Yeah.
Well, that's Mourinho's lot. They probably said yes.
Yeah. United have said no. Yeah. I am mad. Am I mad or something? But Philip looks like Joe Biden, really.
Right. Okay. I'm going to comment on that one.
To be fair, I can't see it. I really can't see it. I can see Donald Trump, but I can't see Joe Biden.
Take that back.
I'm joking.
I don't mind being called some people, but not him.
I'm joking.
I haven't caused any insurrections lately.
No, you might do. You might be soon if Tottenham join.
Honestly, God.
You may be.
I'm just looking up. This is a comment from 15 minutes ago on one of the European websites.
Yeah.
The teams that are rejected are Manchester United, Manchester City, Celtic, Sevilla in Spain, Valencia in Spain, Atletico Madrid, Real Sociedad, Villarreal, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Paris Saint-Germain, Monaco, Inter, Roma, Pescara, they'd be in it anyway, Feyenoord, and Copenhagen. They're the teams that have come out so far.
I want to know who said yes. No. I would love to.
Well, we've got Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham of the so-called big six there. Newcastle, we want to watch because if the Saudis are backing this, they're not going to say no to this league. They're going to be one to watch. Liverpool, not yet. Again, that's American owners, you know.
We've got Roma have said no. We've got PSG have said no. Phil, can you walk upstairs? Yeah, he can.
I can run up them, Tequila. I can run up them.
I hear Barnet have also said no, says Tequila, and then don't forget Luton.
Athlone Town have just said no as well, Dennis.
Wexford Town have said yes. We join anything.
We'll join it. Yeah.
The Irish League has said we'll join anything that allows us to get a bit of money. Right. So let's get into it, Philip. This is a breaking story. So, Philip, this is going to run all night. You know this, don't you? And this is going to run. Now, it all kicked off this morning. The European Court of Justice today confirmed that neither UEFA nor FIFA can impose sanctions on clubs that participate in an alternative competitions. UEFA statement: UEFA takes note of the judgment delivered today by the European Court of Justice in the European Super League case. This ruling does not signify any endorsement or validation of the so-called Super League. It rather underscores a pre-existing shortfall within UEFA's pre-authorization framework, a technical aspect that has already been acknowledged and addressed in June 2022. UEFA is confident in its robustness of its new rules and especially that they will comply with all relevant European laws and regs. UEFA remains resolute in its commitment to uphold the European football pyramid, ensuring that it continues to serve the broader interests of society. We will continue to share the European sports model, collectively the national association leagues, clubs, fans, players, coaches, etc., EU institutions, governments and partners alike. We trust that the solidarity-based European football pyramid that the fans and all stakeholders have declared as their model will be safeguarded against the threat of a breakaway by the European national laws. So, right, we got that, Philip. That was what was released by the and then this was from this is now the Premier League statement. Now, I want to get your thoughts on this, Philip. It goes on to say today's ruling does not endorse the Super League. The Premier League continues to reject any such concept. Supporters are vital importance to the game, and they have time and again made it clear to the opposition to a breakaway competition that severs the link between domestic and European football. The Premier League reiterates its commitment to clear principles of open competition that underpin the success of domestic and international club competitions. Football thrives on competitiveness created by promotion and relegation, the annual merit-based qualification from domestic leagues and cups to international club competitions, and the long-standing rivalries and rituals that come with the weekends being reserved for domestic football. Look, it's not much of a sort of strong statement. It's very
weak. Milk and water. It's watery.
What do you think there could have been a bit stronger, Philip?
Yeah, the last line of that should have been any club that joins this league can forget about playing for us ever again.
Yeah.
That's what they should have put at the end of it. Simple as that. End of story.
Yeah.
It's okay. I can see this is an initial statement. I think what will happen is once the position of the Premiership clubs becomes more clearer, let's say every Premiership club comes out, or bar Newcastle maybe comes out and says we're not joining this, then the statement gets so much stronger because they've got more strength to know where they're going. At the moment, they don't know who. When that statement was drafted, they didn't know who was against the league. Now they get the better idea. And the more clubs that pull out, they say they're not going for it, the stronger that statement is going to be.
We need, look, at the moment, Philip, we've only got a few clubs that have said no.
Mm-hmm.
Not every club's come out and said no.
No, but I think they will. I think it'll over the next day or so. Then they will come out. Most of them. There might be the odd one that won't. I have my suspicions who they might be. I've said one of them already. I think Newcastle will be great if the Saudis are behind this.
I think Liverpool. I think Liverpool might be involved in this as
well. They're American owned, so that's another one. If this is a joint venture between America and Saudi Arabia, the clubs that are owned by those countries are going to be at risk. So you're quite right. Liverpool could be one.
Yeah. The Super League, the new format, the new Super League would be an open European league based solely on sporting merit. There will be several divisions, 60 to 80 clubs, a minimum of 14 guaranteed European matches per club.
Right, so 14 matches a season because you wouldn't be allowed to play in the Premiership.
Right. Now, this is from the UEFA president, Alexander Krefin. Insists they won't try and stop the European Super League before urging the breakaway competition to go ahead with their plans. And he insists football is not for sale. That's how I've actually put on the thumbnail. It's football for sale. I don't know what he means in it.
No, I think what he's saying there, he's saying to them, right, lads, give it your best shot. Go and see, can you get 40 to 60 teams or whatever they're talking about. Let's see how you get on. And okay, they might come back and say, oh yeah, we've got our 40 to 60 teams. But unless he's got Premiership teams in it, the Bundesliga team, La Liga and the Liga and whatever in Italy, they are going to find, they're going to have, as I said, teams from the lesser leagues like Slovenia, Switzerland, Austria, Croatia, Serbia, which is great for those teams. But they're not Manchester United, they're not Real Madrid, they're not Tottenham, they're not Liverpool. Maybe they are Liverpool. So it's you can have a Super League all you like, but super is a word I wouldn't use to describe teams unless they're from the Premiership and above or around that standard.
Now, the
Right.
men's group stage, named the league stage, will involve 64 European clubs divided into 3 tiers: Star, Gold, Blue. Star, the top league, will involve 16 clubs grouped into 2 teams of 8. The gold bit will be the second league, would be the same. The Blue, the third league, would have 32 teams grouped into 4 teams of 8. All leagues will play 40 matches per season, 7 home, 7 away. There will also be an 8-team knockout stage in the men's Blue League, with the top 2 teams from each group going through to the quarterfinals. All knockout stages will have a 2-legged quarterfinals and semi-finals. The finals will be played in a neutral location, with the winners of each final crowned Star, Gold, or Blue champions. I don't get that. I'm sorry. I'm
Bullshit.
not tick.
Bullshit.
I'm not tick, Philip, but I do not understand that last bit.
Yes, and how are they going to work out? Okay, just saying they do get these teams to go into it. How are they going to work out who goes into the top league, the middle league, and the bottom league? If it's done on coefficients, right? You're going to find a lot of teams are going to be saying in League 2 or League 3 when they really go, I want in League 1. You know, yeah. I think the whole thing is just, I think whoever dreamt this, it must be on something.
Yeah. But there will be teams who want to do it, Philip.
There will, but they're probably the teams that are nowhere near. They're probably the teams you wouldn't even think of putting in a Super League.
Yeah.
As I said, they're probably, you know, Rail Mongolia or something like that. You know, the teams that they're not the big name teams. They're banking on getting big name teams, and the more big name teams that turn them down, the less chance of seeing it ever getting.
Yeah, but not all the big name teams have turned them down, Philip. We're still waiting.
No, but Dermot, as I said, give them a chance. I mean, there may have to be board meetings held before decisions like that are made. You can't just come out and say we're not going into it.
I get what you're saying, Philip, but you got to also understand, people and clubs will go for the money. They would say,
yeah, maybe they will. Maybe they will. But I mean, if you test the water and see that there's 15 of the Premiership clubs that said they're not going for it, are you going to be one of the 3 that does? Can you really see that happening?
Well, the top 6 went for it last time. Arsenal haven't come out and said anything. Chelsea haven't come out. You really want the top 6 to all to come out. The
they
Premier
will
League,
do, but as I said, you can't allow, like in a democracy, right? Each club has got its own board of directors, right? You have to hold a board meeting and pass a resolution. We are making an announcement that we're staying in the Premiership, signed, sealed by everybody, and then it goes forward. Other than that, it's not a democracy. Now, United, how they did that so quickly, I don't know. They probably just jumped the gun and said, right, we're going to announce it anyway. But some clubs will wait until they've had a meeting and then decide what they're going to go. And I'm sure most of them will say no.
Surely, yeah, look, I know that, but I'm looking at it from another side, Philip. I am looking at it from, look, I agree with you and what you're saying, but I'm looking at it from probably devil's advocate side of it. And I'm not trying to have an argument with you. I'm not trying to diss your opinion. I fully agree with you 100%, but you're looking at the Premier League team should have come out as one unit, as one league, and said the Premier League they should have called an emergency meeting with all the chairmen, get them into the Premier League.
That may still happen. That may probably will still happen. That will probably still happen.
Come out as one league and say we as a league totally reject this Super League, instead of teams coming out separately. Why not get? Do you know what I mean? They should have all got together. There should be a meeting happening now. There probably is conference calls and conference.
They should get a conference call going. I agree that they should all come together. That in life that rarely happens. So you rarely get 100% people going for the same thing. There's always going to be objectors or people sitting on the fence and wondering which way to go. But I think at this stage, this is the second time this has happened, and I think if the Super League gets any encouragement, like say the likes of Liverpool and Newcastle decide to go for it, right? They'll start lobbying other Premiership teams that might not necessarily qualify. But if you've got the likes of Man City, Man United, and say Spurs and Arsenal pull out of it, that's 4 other Premiership teams it's opened up for. So they might go for the likes of Everton, they might go for the likes of Aston Villa or Wolves. Will you join us? And those boys might just be swayed by it. It's up to the ones the top ones that didn't go the last time to make sure they go again.
These are the teams that have actually said yes so far. I've just got this confirmed, right? It is PSV, Feyenoord, Benfica, Porto, Red Star Belgrade, Anderlecht, all have said yes. No news yet on Prem clubs, but they will be made public soon. So you've got we've got 2 from the Dutch league, 2 from the Portugal league.
Hang on, it's PSV, Feyenoord,
PSV,
and
Feyenoord.
yeah.
So you've got 2 then from the Portugal league, Benfica
and Porto. Yeah.
You've got Red Star Belgrade. They're from the
Serbian league.
Serbian league. Anderlecht. They're from the
Belgium.
Dutch league as well.
No, Belgium.
Oh, Belgium, yeah. But there's no news on the Prem's teams. Now we also know Napoli have said yes from the Italian league.
Okay.
So, and Roma, I think, have said yes. Did they say yeah?
I presume the thing behind it, this is kind of to kick the Champions League into touch completely. That their idea would be to play these matches and also have the team still competing in their own,
but that won't work.
Their own leagues at home. But it can't work. That's what I'm saying. It can't work. So that means you have every team playing 14 matches a season. That's it, as opposed to 38 or 45.
But no,
That's
they're not
never
playing.
Philip,
they're not playing 14.
14 matches each. 14 matches each team plays.
Yeah, but 7 home, 7 away. That's the first part.
Yeah.
And then there's a quarterfinal. Then there's a semi-final, both 2-legged home and away.
It's
and
still
then
only
there's
20
the
matches a
finals
season.
Neutral. Pardon?
It's still only 20. It's still only the maximum of 20 matches a season.
Yeah. This is it here. Look, I agree with you. You're right. Look, 64. So it's all the leagues would play 40 matches. So all the leagues play 7 away. There will be an 8-team knockout stage in the men's blue league.
So 8 teams is 1, 4. That's 3 more matches.
Yeah.
That's
then there's
17 matches.
Then there's an 8-team with top 2 teams from each group going through to the quarterfinals. So that's 20. That's home and away. Then all knockout stages will have 2-legged quarterfinals, semi-finals, 2-legged home and away. And the final would be played. 26. And the final would be played in neutral location with the winners of each final crowned star, gold, or blue champion. So there's 3 finals.
Yeah, it's still way short of what.
Yeah,
it's cheating the fans out of it as well. It's cheating the fans out of it.
This is the thing,
as well as everything else.
We've got a lot, and the chat's gone crazy on this. For really have. Please, for the lads, Dermo and Philip, the hail and pace of the Spurs community. I'll take that.
Could you not go on?
I would have said the 2 Ronnies. I would have said the 2 Ronnies, Philip, both was wearing glasses. Good night for me and good night from him. La Liga will be irrelevant when Ronaldo and Messi left. I'm not even. I would not be a good president. I really wouldn't be. I'd be useless. Without the Premier League clubs, this idea is dead in the water. This is my worry.
That's
which Premier League clubs,
too.
Philip, are going to say, yeah, we're going to do this. That's my worry.
Something? As long as Tottenham aren't one of them.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. But if Tottenham are one of them, then all hell's going to break loose.
Yeah.
Let's be real. We ain't going to join it since we won't win anything at all. Oh, yeah. By the way, Arsenal and Liverpool haven't said anything, and that's another worry.
Arsenal are owned by Stan Kroenke, the American. They're the American owners. Yeah.
Carl Simpson, I don't like this waiting for Levy. He should just say no, as they have just got the heat off him a bit. Don't relight it exactly.
Yeah. Well, there'll be a bonfire lit under him if he doesn't come out with a quick statement.
And I think we'd be against it. We'd be against him as well, Philip, as a channel. I can guarantee that.
Absolutely,
we really will. We definitely will be. Peter M, at least Brexit benefits the UK government and can prohibit Premier League clubs joining the Super League, and the European Courts of Justice can't do anything.
It's the first time Brexit has benefited, as far as I can see. I mean, they have to rush. This bill could take a while to go through, but I think what the Premier League needs to do in advance of that bill coming out is to come out and say, any club that leaves, this is the punishment you're going to get.
Yeah.
And then see how brave they are.
Yeah. Boris Britt said, so this is just the Champions League format. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what
more
it
or
is.
less. Less matches.
Ian, this for me is comment off the stream. This for me is brilliant. Star blue and gold. This sounds like a kindergarten sports day. Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah, but you know,
Carl's,
I can't figure out, Dermot. The question: if say the matches are significantly reduced, like I know every team now is guaranteed at least 19 home matches a season, right? So that's 19 times 60,000 goes to see Spurs play, plus any cup games, right? This is going to reduce it to maybe 12 or 13 matches or less, right? Which means there'll be less chance to get to see the team, which means the demand for tickets is going to be so much higher. The prices are going to go up.
Philip?
Well, because there'll be less. I mean, there's been more demand. You reduce the amount of matches that they want to play.
Yeah, but
people want to see the. It'll reduce the amount of matches.
Premier League. Yeah, but if
it's not the Premier League, but that's not going to happen. That's not. You can't. It's going to come out. You cannot be in both leagues. That does not work. If we're able to do that, then it'd be like the Champions League running side by side with the Premiership. But any team that goes to the Super League, I think should be kicked out of the Premiership without any. That's it. You're gone. You cannot play in the Premiership.
So if it is a Champions League sort of format, then why call it the Super League? Why not call it?
Because they can't call it the Champions League because that name's already gone.
Or a European competition. That, you know what I mean? Super League.
Super League's just a name. It's just a name. It's just a name.
But Super League means a Super League. It means it's a league.
Yeah. Well, Champions League means the Champions League. It doesn't mean all champions are in it.
But they're saying there's relegation and promotion in it. There's going to be 6 or 7 leagues.
Yeah. No, it's not going to work. It's like the Americans call baseball the World Series. They're the only country in the world that plays the bloody game. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, they might play it in Cuba or something like that.
Yeah. Carl Simpson says it's an absolute joke. It really is. These players are already overpaid and smashed to bits with injuries. Yep, that's true. Yeah. Pete Rem says, don't knock Real Mongola. They're great. Better than Tom Six City. Yeah, that is true. Oh, the killer says, I can't wait for Spurs to get a goal star.
But the first thing we won in years.
Yeah. They also need to hold meetings with the investors, and those investors need meetings with their businesses. Yeah, that's so true as well.
Yeah, that's true. Sponsors and all have to get involved in this because it's going to affect them. Like if you pay out billions to sponsor a club, right? And suddenly they decide to join the Super League and it goes down like a lead balloon with the fans. It's going to affect the sponsor as well. So there's a whole nest of vipers in it. It really is.
It's shocking, Philip. There's still a lot of Premier League clubs to come out and reject it. Yet there is.
Yeah.
Teams. Carl Simpson is saying, I like my Premier League and the pyramid we have now. Sod any Super League. They do it. 30 points deductions. I think they should be chucked out of the league permanently myself. LOL. Thanks, Derm. And Kelly said, would you prefer the not bad league? Call it the stupid league.
The okay league. The reasonably good league.
Now, I got a few questions here, Philip. I had stuff done. Look, I think this is taken over, so we'll lose what we got for tomorrow's stream because we're going for another 15
minutes. I'm just going to plug my laptop in. It's just going to be a bit dodgy here. I'll be back in 1 second. Right?
Now, I want to ask you guys in the chat, are FIFA and UEFA fit for purpose? Now, if UEFA or FIFA, who won the world's game, by the way, FIFA is supposed to be the world governing body of football, of all the leagues. If they cannot punish a team for joining a breakaway league, then what's the point of FIFA and UEFA in the first place? What's the point of having these governing bodies that say Tottenham did join the Super League? There's nothing nobody can do. FIFA is supposed to be the world governing body. They're supposed to be the governing body that looks after world football. The rules are set by FIFA. The rules, the game we know, the rules, the World Cups, and everything's run by FIFA. UEFA it's like a subcommittee of FIFA that look after the European game. But they still have to report back to FIFA. So are they fit for purpose? I don't think they are. Because if you are FIFA president and you cannot say to the UEFA, right, I want that team sanctioned, but we can't do it legally. Well, what's the point of having the world governing body if they can't penalise a team for joining a breakaway league that they shouldn't be joining in the first place. I'm shocked. I'm really angry about this because the Premier League should have come out as one, and I agree with Philip. Look, maybe that probably having conference calls now, but they should have done a joint statement. FIFA and UEFA should come out and said, well, the UEFA should come out and said, well, look, we object to this wholeheartedly. We have a Champions League. If you don't want to be with that Champions League, then we will ban you from our European competitions. That's what UEFA should do. Be harsh, be strong. Nip it in the bud before it goes any further. And this is going to be a point where other teams, I mean, I was talking there, Philip, about FIFA and UEFA. Are they fit for purpose? And you look at FIFA, they're supposed to be the world governing body of our game. They make all the rules. They're like the top dogs, right? And we've got UEFA as like a subcommittee of FIFA that look after the European game, right? And run their own European competitions. Then if they don't want to be in the Champions League, can UEFA be able to ban them from the Champions League? Is that within their jurisdiction? Or is this what was ruled out by the courts this morning, saying they cannot ban a team from your competition because they want to join another competition?
Pretty much, I think. I haven't read the full extra. Basically, it's what UEFA did by sort of knocking the Superhead in the league initially was illegal. So by that, you have to take it that they can't ban a team for going for the Super League. Now, again, that's open to correction. I'm sure it's a huge, long document that needs to be studied, you know?
Yeah. So what's the point of FIFA and UEFA then?
Well, at the minute, they've been sidelined. If this thing goes ahead, they've been sidetracked. Okay, FIFA for the World Cup, they'll still be there. But UEFA is running scared at the moment, I would think, over this.
So are they fit for purpose, Philip, in your view?
They never were, in my view. They're open to corruption and have been proved to be corrupt. So, you know, I would be very, very worried that some of the UEFA officials are playing devil's advocate on this one, that they're openly condemning the Super League, but secretly supporting it, hoping it goes ahead because they've probably been promised nice little jobs with there once it does. What's
the point? Says having two Premier Leagues with Rangers, Celtic, Cardiff, and Swansea involved. He's also saying, I think Britain should start their own league. I'm sick of UEFA and FIFA. No to the franchise. McDonald's plastic packages, please. Look, I don't know, Philip, where to go with this. I mean, look,
I think what we need to do is let's see how it pans out over the next 24 hours or so, and then have a more recent view on it whenever everyone's had time to digest what's been going on. Like, it's only a few hours old, this, and it's probably not all clear yet. You need some of the experts to come on and go into the finer ramifications of this. What could happen if this happens, and what could happen if that happens, and then we'll be able to make a more reasoned judgment on it. But I don't think it's going to change my mind. I'm sick of it. I want it gone.
Same here, Philip. I rarely do. Look, let's talk a little bit about Everton. This is the injury list, Philip. We've got James Maddison, ankle injury, out to January 2024. Roberto Bentancur out to February 2024. Solomon out to January 24. Mickey van der Ven out to January 24. We have Brendan Johnson head injury, but should be back for Saturday's game. Lesevso's got a slight injury because Perich is out for the season. Segerson is unknown. I mean, how bad is his hamstring? They don't even know when he'll be back. And then we've got Ashley Phillips, January.
But the good thing about that is,
Philip.
Yeah,
go on.
January's only 11 days away. 11 days away. So hopefully we're going to be starting to get those guys back. Bad news is we've got 3 matches between now and then.
Yeah.
So,
now,
you know, 30. We've got Everton tomorrow, or on Saturday we've got Brighton, then we've got Bournemouth.
Yeah. We've got Basuma suspended, Destiny suspended as well for 1 game, Basuma for 4. So we won't see him for another 6 weeks. This is the predicted lineup, Philip. Are you happy with that lineup? I mean, the two changes you would bring in is Højbjerg and Royale for Basuma and Destiny. But would you is that the lineup you expect to see Saturday?
Yeah.
Or would you make any changes? Hello? Hello?
Let's see the team.
Yeah. Would you wouldn't make any changes then, Philip? No? I just lost you there.
All I can see at the minute is Basuma and Doge.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think so. No, I think I have Sar and Højbjerg. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a bit in and out, Philip.
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a bit choppy. I don't know if it's me. It might be. It could be the StreamYard. I think that's what the problem. Yeah, yeah, we can. You're a bit in and out. That's hello. Try logging out and logging in again quickly, Philip.
No, I think the way it is. Yeah, no, I think that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's that's
all right.
The line up.
Yeah.
What's going to be?
You're very much you're a bit skippy.
I think I would still keep the Højbjerg in instead of Basuma, and the back four speaks for itself because we don't have anybody else.
No. Tequili says Philip is now acting like Biden. Oh no, he's gone completely now. Listening to Philip is now similar to the glitch in the Matrix. Yeah, he'll be back in a minute. And then this is my subs bench, of course. I think two goalkeepers. Dyer has to be on there. Donnelly and Dorrington with Les Hill, Lo Celso. I think Lo Celso will be on the subs bench on Saturday for the last game before Christmas. Mick Harmley says, good afternoon, Dermot. Philip won't be on for long. Going out for a meal with a few fans here. Well, we're finishing off soon. It's been a mad stream. It really has. Look, we've got a lot about the Super League. Is it gonna what's gonna happen with it? Are the Premier League clubs? Some of them are gonna say yes. Are they gonna say no? We won't know, but as soon as we do know, I will bring it to you. Very latest breaking news. But listen, we are going to leave it there, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And we are back tonight, I think, 7:45, I think, for the game between Brighton and Crystal Palace, our first of the Christmas period watch along. So please join us for that tonight as we try to bring you all the Premier League games over the Christmas period here on THFC till I die. But whatever you do, please enjoy yourself. We're back later. Come on, you Spurs, in Big Ange, we trust.